It's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion. Who knows what it's for? Money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing.
Jay-Z was really out here wilding back in the day. Another woman just popped up claiming he's her real daddy. And this ain't no small talk, it's getting loud out here. Just when everybody thought the drama with his alleged son Remir couldn't get any messier, boom! The streets now whispering that Jay-Z used to be a serious player back then, moving through the city like a certified ladies' man. Does this mean more folks are about to pop out with paternity claims? Why did this daughter wait all these years to speak up? And most importantly, how's Beyoncé feeling about possibly becoming a stepmom, not to just one, but two alleged love children? This whole thing is about to explode into straight-up chaos. Now, people been saying for a while that Beyoncé's patience was already running thin over the drama with Remir. She was already heated over that mess. But now, she might lose it for real. Another woman just came forward, and it's looking like we could see a divorce scandal brewing real soon. For context, the woman making these wild claims is named Letitia Macer. She says her family always told her growing up that Jay-Z is her father. She lives in Maryland, and she's dead sure nobody else could possibly be her dad. She even broke the internet when she posted on Instagram. I've been quiet for far too long. Join me as I tell you my story of living in the shadows of being Jay-Z's daughter in a city where everyone knew he was my father. How growing up, I watched multiple sclerosis take its toll on my mom, turning the fun, lively woman I always knew into someone bedridden 24 hours a day. But she kept it all together, raising 4 kids, including a set of twins, while going to school full-time and working 2 jobs at the prison. She also made some bold claims about how she allegedly took an ancestry test that confirmed Jay-Z was her father. She wrote, "Number 1, it was just confirmed with Ancestry DNA. They have a 99% accuracy. Number 2, I'm now coming forward because, refer to fact number 1. Number 3, my mother tried to reach out to him. Child support does not work the same for celebrities as it does with your baby daddy. Number 4, lawyers laughed at me. Number 5, deadbeat dads are okay, except if it's Hova. Number 6, I thought about this every day of my life. It's been 28 years, and it's time to tell my story. How long should I have let this go on without a public statement?" Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because multiple people from back in the day are now claiming it was an open secret in their hometown that she was Jay-Z's child. For example, someone wrote, "If you not from the shore, you won't understand, but we all knew that was her father." Another person came forward and claimed that Jay-Z allegedly knew about Letitia but hid behind his team and refused to take accountability. She wrote, "I know the story from start to finish. I hooked your mother and father up years ago. Jay asked me who she was when I lived on the 500 side of Greenwood Avenue. We chilled in that apartment so many times. We laughed, drank, smoked, played cards, and did some other things. Lisa and I have talked about this for years." She continued, "I remember when Lisa came to my house on Bradley Avenue in Cambridge, Maryland, and we, Lisa and I, called Rockefeller. We were trying to contact Jay to tell him about Tasha, and the exact words from the man were, 'Do you know how many women call me daily and say Jay-Z they baby daddy?' My hand to God. So as Gloria Jean Turner would say, what's done in the dark will come to light one day. Well, this is that day. So yeah, it looks like Jay-Z couldn't bring himself to keep it zipped back in the day. And can you imagine how tense it must be at the Carter household right now? First, we had the situation with Remir, where the judge finally ordered Jay-Z to submit a DNA sample so the case could finally be settled once and for all. And surprise, surprise, Jay-Z is fighting this yet again. Which really shouldn't shock anyone, considering he's been resisting this for more than 15 years now. They've been fighting so hard that Remir and his guardian, Lily, even accused Jay-Z and Beyoncé of playing dirty and trying to intimidate them into dropping the fight for justice. According to reports, Lily launched a legal battle against her own lawyers, accusing them of working with the rapper's legal team to help him avoid taking the DNA test. She claimed they secretly collaborated with Jay-Z's lawyers, creating procedural issues that led to the case being dismissed from the Philadelphia courts. Reports also say that Rymir and Dr. Lily claimed they faced pressure and intimidation for years. Rymir shared that after he filed a civil suit against Jay-Z, the situation became even harder. Dr. Lily believes Beyoncé played a significant role in convincing Jay-Z not to acknowledge Rymir or settle the matter. Some even believe Beyoncé and Jay-Z hinted at Rymir in their music in a way that felt disrespectful. For context, the song in question is Jay-Z and Beyoncé's Heard About Us, where they rapped, "Billie Jean in his prime for the 1000th time. The kid ain't mine. Online they call me dad kiddingly. You're not supposed to take this dad thing literally. That's too famous. We don't even really do famous. I'm cool on that. Chuck the 2 fingers. Every day I'm getting sued. I show up to court without a suit. Your every move is on the news, ain't it? It has its perks too, ain't it?" This upset Rymir so much that he went to the studio and recorded a response track of his own, where he said, "People washed up," making it clear he felt disrespected and ready to speak his mind. Still dropping tracks, like his song 55, where he raps, "Where you at? Need to go back to your old days. Grown man in his old ways." Later, he explained the meaning behind the song in an interview, saying, "This is not me being petty or trying to start a feud or anything like that. I just want to put my song out there to let the world know I'm still moving forward, no matter what anyone says, even Jay-Z. I'm coming for the music industry." He also said, "If he said he's not my dad 1,000 times, wouldn't it just be easier to take the test? This is bigger than just a paternity test now. It's about more than that." His publicist added, "If Jay-Z shared his feelings and Heard About Us, then Rymir has every right to share his feelings through his music too." Rymir pointed out, "Jay-Z keeps denying he's my father, but he never said it directly to me or my family. Why is he avoiding us?" Jay-Z's lawyers tried to portray Rymir as someone desperate for attention and chasing his money. But Rymir quickly denied this, saying, "I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. He's supposed to be a positive role model in our community. He stands up saying, 'Black Lives Matter,' then tell the truth and take responsibility. If you really say I'm not your son and nothing happened with my mom, then just take the test. If you're telling the truth, then why is your first answer, every time you're asked to take a paternity test, always no?" And then there's the detail about how Jay-Z allegedly got Rymir's mother, Wanda, pregnant when she was just a teenager and he was already in his 20s. According to Lily, Wanda was only 16 when she allegedly met Sean, though she might have told him she was older. She got pregnant but didn't know how to reach him. Lily explained, "I got a call from his in-house lawyer and they were very helpful. We thought we'd resolve this privately. They even mentioned Rymir's musical talent and whether it was the right time to sign him to Jay-Z's label, but they said he needed to finish high school first, so I said no." Then she said everything changed. Suddenly, different lawyers got involved and their attitude completely flipped. I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, especially since Wanda was allegedly underage at the time. Eventually, a judge ordered Jay-Z to take the DNA test. But instead of agreeing, he fought it. And when he did respond to the court order, it was in a way nobody expected. Instead of taking the test or addressing the claims directly, Jay-Z accused Rymir of harassing him for years. In court filings, his legal team called the case baseless and even described Rymir's behavior as obsessive. They argued that the claims had already been dismissed by several courts, yet Rymir kept pursuing it, ignoring previous rulings. That's actually what led to a previous contempt order. In other words, Jay-Z's team is saying this case is old news that just keeps getting recycled for attention. But clearly the judge sees something worth looking into, because if everything was really settled, he wouldn't be ordering a DNA test now. And it gets even more interesting. According to reports, Jay-Z's legal team is now playing for time. They asked the court for more time to formally respond to the lawsuit, claiming that although it was originally filed on May 6th, it wasn't properly served. In fact, they argued Jay-Z didn't even find out about the lawsuit until nearly a month later, on June 3rd. Now fans are convinced he's just buying time to figure out how to fight the court order. But with the new daughter who just came forward, let's just say it's not going to be as easy as he thinks. Meanwhile, the word on the streets is that Beyoncé is not about to put up with this much longer, and this might be the final straw that forces her to pack up and leave. She's not trying to become a stepmom to multiple children. However, it seems like Jay-Z might be handling the daughter situation better than he did with Rymir, because according to whispers, he's already trying to settle it quietly before it blows up into another full-blown scandal. And while Jay-Z scrambles behind the scenes, more details keep leaking out, making it harder to keep things quiet. Sources close to the situation claim that Letitia, the woman who says she's his daughter, has already started gathering her own legal team and plans to take her story public if Jay-Z doesn't step up soon. People in her circle say she feels empowered now that others from her hometown are backing her up, calling it an open secret that she's his child. She's reportedly telling friends, "If he's not ashamed of me, then why is he hiding? Why can't he just face me and clear this up once and for all?" Meanwhile, fans online are split. Some say Jay-Z is just trying to protect his family's privacy, while others think he's stalling because the truth would hurt his image. And of course, the pressure on Beyoncé keeps building too, with insiders claiming she's been spending more time away from home, focusing on her own projects, and leaning on her close friends for support. What's clear is that this story isn't going away anytime soon. With two separate paternity claims circling him and the court still pressing for answers, Jay-Z is running out of options, and the streets are watching every move he makes. Now, with all eyes on him, Jay-Z seems to be playing it cool in public. But behind closed doors, sources say the tension is boiling over. Insiders claim his team is working overtime to keep both cases under wraps, trying to prevent more damaging headlines from coming out. Letitia, on the other hand, isn't backing down. People close to her say she's already drafted a detailed timeline of her mother's story, along with photos, witness statements, and even more evidence she plans to release if Jay-Z keeps ignoring her. According to her, she's not chasing clout. She just wants the truth to come out. Meanwhile, Rymir is reportedly gearing up to take his case to a higher court after years of setbacks. His camp believes this might finally be their chance to force Jay-Z into either proving he's not the father or admitting the truth. And while all this plays out, the whispers about Beyoncé keep getting louder. Some say she's already consulting with her own legal team, preparing for whatever comes next if this turns into a full-blown family scandal. One thing's for sure, the pressure is mounting, the stories keep stacking up, and Jay-Z's next move could change everything. The streets are watching and waiting. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, more voices are starting to come forward. People who claim to have known Jay-Z back in the day are now speaking up, saying this behavior isn't surprising at all. According to one former acquaintance, he was always surrounded by women. Everyone knew he wasn't exactly careful back then. At the same time, lawyers close to the case warn that if Jay-Z continues to fight the court orders, he could face even more serious legal consequences, including potential fines or further contempt charges if he refuses to cooperate. Letitia is reportedly already in talks with a major media outlet for an exclusive interview where she plans to share her full story, including what her family allegedly went through trying to reach Jay-Z over the years. Rymir, too, has hinted at releasing more music and even a documentary to show his side of the story to the public. Meanwhile, social media is in a frenzy. Some fans are calling for Jay-Z to simply take the test and clear his name, while others defend him, saying he's just being cautious because of false claims in the past. But no matter which side you're on, one thing is clear: the pressure is closing in, and both Letitia and Rymir seem determined to keep pushing until they get answers. And as the world watches, Jay-Z's next move could either quiet the storm or ignite an even bigger fire. Now, with the stakes higher than ever, Insiders say Jay-Z's team is quietly exploring ways to settle both situations before they explode any further. According to one source, private negotiations have already been attempted behind the scenes, but neither Letitia nor Rymir seems willing to back down without public acknowledgement and, at the very least, a DNA test to put the rumors to rest. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's silence is starting to speak volumes. Reports claim she has distanced herself from the drama entirely, staying focused on her career and spending more time away from the spotlight. Some say she's frustrated that this mess keeps coming back into their lives, while others believe she's quietly preparing for whatever fallout may come. On social media, people are dissecting every move Jay-Z makes, from his rare public appearances to cryptic lyrics, searching for clues about what he'll do next. Fans are split between those calling for him to man up and face the truth, and those insisting he's being unfairly targeted. Letitia's camp has reportedly hinted that she's ready to release even more evidence if he doesn't respond soon, while Rymir's supporters say he's more determined than ever to take this fight all the way to the top. At this point, all eyes are on Jay-Z. Will he finally agree to clear his name with a simple test? Or will he keep fighting until the bitter end? One thing is certain, the clock is ticking and the world is watching every second. As the clock keeps ticking, the tension around Jay-Z's camp only grows. According to fresh reports, Letitia is now preparing to go fully public with her side of the story. Not just in interviews, but also with documents and witnesses she claims prove her connection to the rapper. Sources say she's already contacted several high-profile journalists and is working with a PR team to make sure her voice is heard. In her words, she wants to show the world she's not just another face in the crowd, and that her claims deserve to be taken seriously. Meanwhile, Rymir has been spotted meeting with his own legal advisors, reportedly drafting his next move. People close to him say he's looking into filing additional motions to hold Jay-Z accountable for what they describe as years of avoiding the truth. Social media is now buzzing with new theories. Some believe Jay-Z is trying to negotiate a quiet settlement, while others say he's simply stalling, hoping the story loses steam. But with Letitia and Rymir both refusing to back down, that seems less and less likely. And Beyoncé? Still no word from her camp. Some insiders claim she's grown increasingly frustrated behind the scenes, quietly weighing her options if the drama continues to spiral out of control. At this point, one thing is undeniable. The walls are closing in, the pressure is higher than ever, and sooner or later Jay-Z will have to make a choice. Face the music, or risk letting the situation blow up beyond repair. Rumor has it, Jay-Z is already trying to buy Letitia's silence, because some of her friends claim he allegedly bought her a $1.7 million mansion in exchange for signing an NDA, and according to them, she was more than happy to take the deal. So does this mean Jay-Z is planning to buy off Rymir too? And is Beyoncé really making him choose between her and his alleged children outside their marriage? This drama is already wild. But something tells me it's about to get even spicier. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think he's hiding the truth or just protecting his family? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this breakdown. And I'll see you on the next one.